Okay, so the second game that we're doing for Top Indie Games Day on the 10th year anniversary special is Celeste. If you asked me like 4+ years ago if I would ever play this game, my answer would have been, no. Because I always expected that precision platformers are absolutely not a thing I would ever enjoy playing. But I guess if we're gonna shout out another streamer now, I should shout out Shoujo. I don't know if she would take issue to me actually typing the shout out command for her right now. But I followed Shoujo after her outstanding performance, to say the least, at one of the SGDQ relay race events. Or like the round robin race that they do with a bunch of like SMW or Super Mario Maker custom level runners, where they like basically throw a bunch of levels they've never seen at them that were designed specifically for the event. She kind of stole the show on that event, and I followed her, and she was also in the middle of playing some Celeste and then Strawberry Jam, and I forget if she played any other custom level sets for Celeste as well. Probably did. But I remembered seeing her in, like, the upper echelons of the Strawberry Jam levels, and just, like, based on her playing it and seeing people in chat talking about it, I came to realize Celeste actually has a reasonable difficulty curve, and I should actually try it. And I'm pretty sure I already had the game because of, like, some, you know how every so often there's, like, a ridiculously large fundraising bundle on itch.io? I think I already had it through one of those. So I was like, I should try it. Turns out this game is extremely, extremely good. Which, yeah, I mean, it's also extremely okay, because that's literally the name of the developer, Extremely Okay Games. But it's really, really, really good. And it's really good at the difficulty curve. Prior to this, the only kind of precision, like anything even close to this that I ever played was, I tried playing Super Meat Boy years and years and years ago. Just like the whole tongue-in-cheek nature of it, and the fact that it kind of just feels like it's always meaning to punish the player just kind of didn't make me interested in it at all, and that's kind of like how that was the lens I always viewed precision platformers through, was like, yeah, these things are just made by developers who hate players. No. That is very much not the case with Celeste. And you will see as soon as we start the game, like, it even frames itself literally in terms of, you can do this. So yeah, Celeste has absolutely changed my mind about precision platformers. That being said, Celeste, at least out of the few that I've looked at, or, like, played demos of, or whatnot, Celeste is absolutely on a tier of its own above everything else in terms of execution. In terms of, like, difficulty ramp, in terms of the mechanics feeling right, in terms of the level design suiting the mechanics. I guess the closest other thing I could, like, say I've come to anything like this, and it's really not the same genre whatsoever, is, like, thinking about stuff like, I brought up Neon White earlier. Neon White's level design is really good because, and you actually realize how good Neon White's level design is when you play some of its custom modes where the cards change, and then you realize how purposefully cards are put in specific places to help you find your way through the level and understand what you are supposed to do. Like, the specific cards play a really, really huge role in that. So I feel like Neon White is another good example of, like, a game with a decent difficulty ramp, but completely different kind of game, because that's a first-person shooter-style precision platformer, I guess you could call it that. I wouldn't call it as much of a precision platformer, though, but it's a very, like, speedrun-oriented, try to do this as fast as you can and do all the right things kind of thing. But yeah, getting back to Celeste, Celeste has proven to me, single-handedly, that actually precision platformers can be good, and I shouldn't just categorically dismiss them, which is probably also true in terms of Souls-likes. I still haven't cracked the surface of that one. But yeah, we're gonna play through just the A-sides up through Summit. It's probably all I realistically have time for, and as I mentioned earlier today, I'm gonna be plenty rusty at this. Back when I had at least a slight idea of what I was doing, I know I could reach the summit in like an hour and 17 minutes, maybe I forget if I had a faster run than that. It was definitely over an hour, though, so I'm expecting this will probably take me closer to 2 hours. Let's see what happens. Oh, I might need to adjust the audio. And meanwhile, there's the audio narrative of getting out of your car. Whoops. Oh, I didn't start the timer. I need to start the timer. It's okay, there's a timer in the top left corner, actually. Why am I even running my own timer? It looks kind of silly, doesn't it? Oh no! The musical crescendo there is freaking awesome. There it is. You can do this. Like, that message alone is super important to set the tone of the entire game. And then you get helpful reminders throughout the game of what you can do. Don't be afraid to take a break. I am not going to be bothering with berries for the most part. Whoops. Oh, wow. I'm trying to remember how the heck I do things in this game. So anytime you see a berry with wings, I'll get this one because I can. Anytime you see a berry with wings, it flies away if you use dash. I meant to do a dash there. Well, I missed the thing I needed, so I guess that's the first death. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a way to, like, skip this entire thing, but I don't remember. I tried to learn some of the speed tech, but it's been a while. Most of my playtime in this was 2023. Oh, hang on a second. I was in the wrong place. But yeah, one interesting thing about this game is, like, the only progression it really has is, like, the tech that you know how to use. Oh, that's a really bad place to do that. To do a wall bounce. But yeah, they introduce momentum basically right away. Yep, that's another one you don't want to dash for. I'm in the wrong place, aren't I? I'm not even supposed to be over here. I'm supposed to be over here. Didn't quite make it. Oh, crap. Well, I'm probably dead now. I didn't mean to dash there. Yep, that's why those spikes are there. Celeste Mountain, this memorial dedicated to those who perished on the climb. So for reference, back when I knew what I was doing, I've definitely finished this level in like 1 minute and 40 seconds or less. I am very rusty. Well, I'm officially not doing a 0 berries run because I got the first winged berry, but still not gonna be prioritizing them. And there you have it. Strawberries will impress your friends, but that's about it. Only collect them if you really want to. So right now, I'll point this out if anyone hasn't seen the game before. Right now, these things are solid. And they make like a little tinking sound when you make contact with them. And we can't go this way because it's completely destroyed. Oops. I shouldn't have done that. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure you can actually, like, shortcut in this room, too. But I don't remember any of the tech. What? Surprise. Let me actually balance the audio a little bit. Now these blocks actually function. And you can just smack yourself into a wall with them. Or do that. Like, that felt like it took effort. You can also jump out of them. We still can't go to the right, so we gotta go around this way, but there were more dream blocks over here. Notice the music just cut out? Slow down. What are you talking about? I'm doing this as slow as possible. Excuse me, your hair is exceeding the boundaries of your dialogue box. Whoops. Yeah, probably should have done that. But I'm gonna try it again anyway. Oh, right, I already dashed. Holy crap, saved it. They've got copies now. I can't believe she's got shadow clones. So yeah, you don't actually have to do all of this room. I probably shouldn't have done that. No, we're fine. Not creepy at all. I mean, the payphone was already ringing, so technically Madeline's not the one calling. That really sells it. Incidentally, well, I'll try to remember to say something later. Oh right, Theo, he exists. Pretty sure he exists in the first level as well. Also, hey, the way is clear now. I accidentally wall jumped. Okay. Stop hitting every single spring. Please don't ring, please don't ring, please don't ring. Very different conversation. And now things really start getting weird. I shouldn't say that. They get weirder later. Be proud of your death count. The more you die, the more you're learning. Keep going. Or in my case, forgetting. Or rushing things. Oh, yeah, I think there's... Is it this screen that has a freebie as long as you understand? Yeah, that you can, well, you kind of have to do it again here. As long as you understand that you get your dash back on screen transitions, you can get that for free. But that's not something that's necessarily explicitly taught, at least for a while. Actually, I can also use it here anyway. Is that even where I'm supposed to be going right now? I think it is. I got myself confused because I was doing screen transition tricks. So yeah, you're supposed to be able to do that by other means, but that's the easier way to do it. Please ring for service. I don't know, kind of look, well... I was gonna say he kind of looked like a ghost, but he also had a skeleton, it looked like, so... Two guests. Appears to be a very old and dusty guest book. Many of the pages are damaged or missing. Comments, however, are glowing. I'll never forget our time here. I've never felt more at peace. Thank you. Yeah, this place looks like it's seen better days. Of course that one falls out. Oh, we can't go that way yet. We gotta go up first. I'm pretty sure there are ways to just, like, skip those platforms altogether. Probably shouldn't have dashed there. Oh, wait, except there's the refill right there that I'm ignoring. too early. Turned back too early, or too hard. Now we gotta go all the way around here. Yeah, this room is kind of infamous, I feel like. I meant to jump. What am I doing? I knew that was there. That didn't work. Here, did it without actually touching any of them. Oh! Yeah, I didn't have myself lined up right to do the wall bounce. There we go. I mean, you don't have to do it that way, but... are we going down here now? Yes. So, one fun fact. Keep in mind what that bridge is constructed out of. I'm pretty sure one of the berries that took me the longest to find was in that room. I have to go around that way anyway. Nope, I have to go down first. Yeah, we were saying it was in rough shape. Aha, and now we know what we must do. I don't remember what order I preferred for this. Good job. Hey, look at that thing down there. That doesn't matter. Let's go this way. Whoops, I was afraid I was gonna launch myself into something. What? I was going for the dash refill when I didn't need it. Each time you finish a part of this, the music intensifies. Where the heck is... Oh, he's over... I forgot he moves. Right. And you do have to talk to him each time, right? So the thing about clearing these places out is each time you do that, it leaves less stuff to help you, like what I'm standing on right now. Whoops. That's disappointing. Oops. Could have held to the left wall. And that's the thing about this game is, like, it's usually very possible to understand exactly what went wrong and what you need to do to not do the same mistake next time. Oh yeah, there's a thing you can do here that I'm not gonna remember how to do. Because I'm pretty sure you can, like, corner jump off of this thing. This is another case, though, where having this here makes this room, you know, take half as long. Oh, whoops. Alright, where's Oshiro now? And again, the music intensified. The myriad luxuries. And it always reminds you, like, which way is remaining to go. This dialogue's actually different if you've never talked to Theo before, isn't it? I don't know if I've ever actually, like, paid attention to that. So, attention to detail, right there. And also, that's why she was the second guest. Call an expert on creepy old dudes. Here he goes. Metal Gear Theo. You can still see him down there. Well, it's either Metal Gear Theo or Theo Freeman. Since he's crawling through a vent, right? Oh man, I was too early on that. Whoa, I was almost too late on that. I didn't get that particular winged berry. Whoops. I really pushed my luck on that one. I shouldn't have rushed that. I probably shouldn't have used up the dash there. Wait, I can just do that. What am I doing? I'm pressing all the wrong buttons at the wrong times. And here we are. It's over here. An old paper sticks out from amid the clutter. Attention hotel staff, it is my sad duty to inform you that the Celestial Resort Hotel will close indefinitely following this season due to circumstances beyond our control. It was an honor to have served alongside you all as we worked tirelessly to ensure that our guests enjoyed the most hospitable and memorable experience possible. I write this with a heavy heart. This hotel has become my home, its staff and patrons my family. I will miss you all dearly. And that's from Mr. Oshiro. There's something up here. It sure is. Oh, is this where you get to play Pico 8 Celeste? Yeah, it is. Okay. I wasn't intending to do this. And yeah, you can still do, like, all the dashing and stuff. And it still has berries and whatnot. I'm not gonna do the whole thing, though. Right, and then it unlocks it from the main menu. I'm sure I had that unlocked before. But, that was on my Windows installation of the game, and I'm in Linux now. A knack for wandering off and fixing things. Sure it did. Yep, yeah, the elevator looks like it's in perfect working order. Definitely nothing wrong with it. Yeah, guess who? She mentions he could have a meltdown. Also, it's great how, like, the background on Theo's dialogues is plaid. Hey, Omega. I mean, he's already kind of done half the work for that, for us, on the suplex run. He's already upside down. You missed Assault Android Cactus. That has already happened. Oh, I was behind the curtain. I was like, what the hell happened? Oh, whoops. Whoops. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I expected it might be hard for you to see all of it, given the time. Oh, that's what happened. Those are... I didn't even realize there was the dust-growing particles down there, these things. Now he's arguing with himself, but he's lower tier, so he doesn't have an actual copy to argue with. What? Hang on, he's barfing out the dust bunnies. Well. Does he not realize he's barfing out dust bunnies? Okay, I'm gonna try to do something here. because I don't remember how to do this. I don't remember what the setup is. Basically, there's a way you can slam your way into that, but I forget there's like a specific place you need to be here. And I don't remember. I want to say it's like where you're like midway there, but I don't remember the setup beyond that, so we're not going to do that. That's kind of a big part of the speed run, but I was never consistent at it anyway. And I never really did like an actual, I never submitted any runs to this, but I was pondering getting into it at some point. I'm surprised I didn't bonk the top of that. What's over here? Mr. Oshiro's diary. The final entry appears to be decades old. As of today, the hotel is officially closed. Charlotte organized the staff for a farewell hike up the mountain. Most of us have never seen the summit. Kinda guess that's not gonna end well. It seemed like a fitting goodbye, but when the time came, I couldn't bear to leave without looking around one last time. I told him to go on without me. I will catch up with him soon after I double-check that everything is in order. Can't believe my time here is over. What am I going to do now? Perhaps I'll stay one last night so that the hotel and I can have a proper goodbye. Here we are. Checkpoint. But Majesty. Did she just sigh? Bonk. You got roof access. A good thing there was a mirror, I guess. Okay, but she wasn't the one who said that. Terrible timing. I love that you can frickin' Goomba stomp him. I almost did it again there. Really? That was perfectly bad timing. I got greedy. That was too low. Perfect. What am I doing? I got distracted by the clock. Jumped too late. And my timing's only getting worse. Oh boy. Unfortunately, he gets better. Even if you stop him. I thought I was going to stop him again, and I didn't. So yeah, that room is particularly long and grueling because it's the last room. Wait, why does he obey gravity? Definitely actually a ghost. Okay. I'm going to take a break here, but we'll get back to this. This is less than the halfway mark, but this is where the game really starts amping it up. But each chapter kind of introduces its own challenges. We'll get back to this in a couple of minutes. Alright, we're back. Let's at least get started on Chapter 4, Golden Ridge. I hope you like Ninja Gaiden 2 for NES Stage 2 too, because this is basically that mechanic. Jumping away from walls does not consume stamina. So this introduces clouds, which if you jump with the right timing, you can get a big jump out of. It also introduces the bubbles, which you can make them pop faster by pressing dash. How does she get here? Sure did. Don't make him your project. You're the second person who's told her that. A few crows short of a murder. Find the wind, indeed. And you've got like a different running sprite when you're running against the wind, I think. Good job. And then purple clouds dissipate after you use them. Suddenly we have Mega Man platforms. Alright, do I remember the trick to this? I know there's a trick to this. I forget what it is. That's not it. Oh, I think I remember what it is. Oh, I don't remember where you do it, though. That's it. Of course, I fucked up afterwards. So, if you crouch dash into this, you can actually make it over to that. Because your smaller hitbox is preserved. Like, it's not really the casually intended way to do that. Remember that tip about wall jumping instead of climbing? I'm not supposed to do that. I can't actually... It's funny how you can see me going through the spikes there. I can't get the crouch jump from there, though. Can I get over there from here? If I hadn't lost my dash... Like, you're supposed to take that platform all the way over here. Yeah, let's just do it the intended way. And the thing is, you can guide these while you're grabbing them. And then I almost got myself squished by it. Alright, what are we doing now? The sound design on those is also really interesting. Oh, right, I forgot there's multiple of them. Who needs that one, though, really? Whoops. Wait, hang on. I'm supposed to take that further, aren't I? I guess we'll go back. Wait, I can't control that one, though, right? Oh, I can control it from the top. Once you see the checkpoint icon, I'm pretty sure it's immediately active, pretty much, on any screen that has them. What am I doing? Don't worry about the berry. Save yourself. I should have gone upright from that. Right, and then you have another dash to use after it. Oh, come on. Well, can I make it back up? Nope. I might have been able to wall jump at the last minute to save that. Not a good idea. Oh, there's a platform right there. I made that harder than it had to be. Hey, Jamply. Yep, my first time playing this in at least a couple of years. You haven't finished this? I was surprised that I did finish it. Right, I need to break that. I need to dislodge that first. I forgot about that one. Can I salvage this? Probably not. I have no dash. Nope. I'm playing a 10-year-old game which is no longer buyable on Steam. Always bugged you that the DLC was forever locked away. Today it was re-released and all the DLC unlocked for free. Wow. Oh! Nope, couldn't save it. So, Jamply, my story with this game is I never thought I would play it, let alone finish it. But eventually I saw Shoujo playing, oh, I didn't mean to grab there. I saw Shoujo playing parts of Strawberry Jam, which I ended up, that's something I forgot to mention. I ended up playing, like, the first 2 entire lobbies of Strawberry Jam. I meant to get a wall bounce, a dash wall bounce out of that. So, like, I have played 100 hours of Celeste. I keep doing that too. This has always been a notorious blocking point for me. I always forget how to do this room. I need to stop trying to be fancy there. But yeah, like, precision platformers were a thing I never thought I would get into, but I realized that Celeste actually has, like, a reasonable learning curve. Difficulty curve and stuff. And yeah. Honestly, the most unreasonable thing I would say that I've accomplished in Celeste is beating Farewell, because the final room of Farewell is, like, the one thing that I have a bone to pick. There you go. You can cheat, you can get a little bit of a snag there, and it doesn't break. Oh, right. This is the room that starts doing the start-stop. Great time for that to start again. The last room of Farewell is, like, the one thing that I think is, like, a little too unreasonable. And I mean, like, it's obvious that they did it on purpose because they wanted you to feel like, you know, you got a real sense of accomplishment from it. They wanted to go out with a bang. But, the last room of Farewell is a very long room. Now we've got even stronger wind. Gravity Storm has so many checkpoints because you were playing Celeste in while you were in early development of Gravity Storm. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Celeste is, like, it's largely in digestible chunks. Alright, I forget how I do this. Oh, I need to catch the jump on that. So, like, I'm always identifying the mistake I'm making. Yeah, I need to do it. I probably need to be ahead of it. I did that too soon. Yeah, that works. Okay. There are probably multiple right ways to do that. Alright, it's snowball time. And then once you're far enough to the right side of the screen, the snowballs no longer spawn, so they won't clobber you with zero notice. But yeah, the snowballs are basically Mr. Oshiro backwards. Whoops. Okay, sure. That one gave me the stone, but I don't think I deserved that. That one, yep. I just wasn't ready for it. Oops. I shouldn't have done that. That's the problem with this screen, is like, it's kind of compelling you to dash straight forwards, but then you might end up, like, directly in line with the snowball. Well, that was close. According to our grandparents, this is what it was like walking to school. Yeah, true. Oh, why did I hold back there? I would have been fine. Right, you're supposed to go up first. There you go. Oh, there were spikes there and I held the wrong direction. Yep, alright. You don't even need both, you didn't need both clouds in the previous screen. Okay, that did work. That's it. They leave the fun part for last. How the hell did you survive? I thought you suplexed your... Never mind. Nailed it. See, we didn't need to suplex him. He did it himself. That was an OSHA violation. Oh, that's worse. Oh, right, the feather. And you actually control this, too. Oh, and there's a reticle for it. I actually forgot about this, because you can totally skip this. When you skip cutscenes... Almost got it. You can kind of, like, tap to correct yourself. And the music is, like, calming down, too. And the background is calming down. Like, the amount of work that must have gone into this one cutscene. And suddenly it's the main musical theme of the game again. Like, seriously, both games that I have played this afternoon are freaking textbook cases of just nailing the game design in every aspect. The difficulty curve, where in Assault Android Cactus's case, like, it's partially determined by the player. Because the replayability is in the challenging yourself to get better grades. But the sound design, like, there's context-sensitive sound design in both of these games. Oh, interesting. So you're seeing that... I feel like I've heard that before, Jamply, that some people think the games perform better for them on Linux than Windows, even if they're, like, supposed to be Windows native. And actually, there's supposedly really good news in that department, because, apparently, Wine 11 is supposed to have made some pretty significant advances in that department. Good thing he got that selfie off before... Oh, no. It wasn't quite before it all happened. It was exactly when it happened. And also, this is perfect timing, because I actually do have to take my break now. So, I'm gonna do that. We're at the 1 hour mark on Celeste right now. At least they're around to laugh about it now. So, I'm going to leave us here. I'm going to take a 25 or so minute break. And then we will continue with... Now we're squarely in the second half of the game. So, yeah, we'll finish this off, and then we'll move on to our third game of Indie Day for the 10-year anniversary special once we're done with this. Alright, we will be back in about 25 minutes. Alright, we're back. Let's pick up where we left off at Stage 5, which is Mirror Temple. Now, I am probably going to do one speedrun skip in this. It is, like, probably the most important and well-known speedrun skip, and it skips a decent chunk of level. So we will do that one, even though I failed to do every other possible speedrun thing that I could vaguely remember. Most climbing mishaps occur due to exhaustion. Remember to take regular breaks. Well, I guess I'm glad I just did that. Yeah, by the way, the piano flourish for the postcard is this musical theme. Alright, so this introduces the platforms that move when you dash. remember which way I'm supposed to go in this. Pretty sure I have to go... oh, wait, hang on. I missed the platform here. I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have to go up here, but I... Oh, whoops. Well, that's good. I feel like I remember needing to go to the right, but I think we need to go left to go right. I think there's a way you can skip this. Also, thanks, Champley. Thanks for hanging out, continuing to hang out. And then I can just take this that way, right? Wait, what am I doing here? I'm having really bad timing is what I'm doing here. What's over here? I forget. He goes in here, doesn't it? Yep. Theo, you're on the wrong side of the mirror. Wait, that is a mirror, right? Notice even his portrait is shining in the dialogue box. That's what you get for using the blessed hashtag. Oh, one of the newer Tomb Raiders is what you were talking about. Are you using, like, Proton GE through Heroic? Because, like, that in itself could be why. You can set up Steam to use that, too. I forget if Heroic uses that by default now. Oops. Wait, why am I not getting the jump I want off of this? That's better. GE Proton. Glorious Egg Roll Proton. It has a bunch of, like, patches on top of Proton. Oh, right. Don't dash there. I'm pretty sure there's a way to, like, shortcut across this whole thing and you don't have to wait for it. But heck if I remember that. I got it, and then I don't got it. Good job. So, you're normally supposed to, like, get a key and stuff. But we can skip all that by going this way. Like, you can see the locked door down there that we just skipped. Technically, what I just did there is required for... I forget if it's for the B-side or for the Crystal Heart, but it's one of those two things. It's probably the Crystal Heart. But yeah, there is way more to this game than an initial playthrough will even let on. And you kind of just have to look really carefully for that particular one. Also, these bubbles operate differently than the green bubbles because these keep going until they can't anymore. But you can still speed up their pause by dashing. Hey, Omand. Oh, you're confirming it's the Crystal Heart that I'm picking up. Yep. Going down here, right? Or are we not going down here? That's not where we're going. Going up here. Yeah, I think you probably followed me while I was playing this. It's my first time playing it in a couple of years. So I'm plenty rusty. And we're watching all the cutscenes and stuff. Yeah, suddenly we're not controlling Madeline right now. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh yeah, I get like unlimited dashing now. And I actually have to dash through this thing. I don't know why I was trying to go literally everywhere else. You can't dash through those though, and that is a teaching moment. These guys cannot dash through those. I can't believe Madeline's... Oh, never mind. I forget which year I played Rise of the Triad. That's a good point. Alright, time for weird things to be afoot. Hey, look who it is. Oh geez, first level dash list. There, yeah, that's true. That is a thing, isn't it? Oop. I was trying to correct there, and that clearly didn't. Right, I knew that would happen. I forget. What is the correct play here? That. And then this, and then that. Yeah, you... there are some times where you absolutely cannot press the dash button. Oh, by the way, remember that guy? Yeah, he's here. And also here. Oh, and he can hit that for us. What a nice guy. What am I doing, dude? I'm surprised he came that low. Like, that almost hit me. Right, we don't want to be stuck in there with him. Alright, that works. Yes, you can Goomba stomp these guys too. Oh, I meant... Whoa, how did that not get me? That was awfully close. Can't believe her reflection's talking more sense now. I thought I had to dash again to make that, but I didn't, so I died instead. Why did I think that was a good idea? Or that even. I should be just taking it to the wall and then maneuvering from there. I'm trying to be fancier than I need to be. Alright, this is where we're gonna be skipping stuff. This is a huge place that has a bunch of different places to go that you're supposed to get, like, I think it's like 4 keys. Yeah, you can see a couple of them right down there. Also, there's spikes. Yeah, I know the skip. This is the one skip I'm actually gonna bother to do. So this involves a hyper dash. There are various different types of dashes. I believe it's a hyper dash. I hit the side there. I'm actually, like, I'm not waiting long enough to jump, I think. I'm jumping too close to the left. That time I waited too long and the dash was no longer present. But we have to do a reverse hyper dash. We have to dash in the other direction, and then I am consistently getting it wrong. Oh, reverse super, actually? Maybe that's why I'm not getting it. That is why I'm not getting it. So, hyper, you hold down and forward. Super, you just hold forward. But I need to, that time I just timed it wrong. But again, yep, I am very rusty. Why am I... Oh, you know what it is? Do I need to actually do up left? Am I forgetting that? Whoopsie. Yeah, there we go. I needed to do up left. So that just skips that whole section. You're supposed to get, like, 4 different keys to get through there. Oh, you can just go through. Okay. Okay, let's do that, but faster. That was not faster. Oh my god, dude. Okay. I don't actually need to do the momentum jump there. Alright, that works. Oh, right, I forgot there's a wall there. You can't really see well here. There's also a switch. I forgot where the switch is. Oh, wait. You have to get him to break this thing. Alright, get him up there. Now the problem is he's gonna... Well, this is awkward. He's just gonna keep doing this. Oh, I thought that would be good enough. I've never been this consistent with actually jumping on him. No, not down there. Up, up, up. God damn it. I wanted to grab onto the thing. We're just gonna be sparring with this guy for an hour now. I forgot there's a frickin' thing here. Okay, he finally got me. That's what I want. There's the switch. And he can hit it too, right. Don't forget they can hit the switch for you. He just did everything. Hey, we found Theo. Right. We'll totally break him out. A solid start. Hell no. Might have to toss me. Oh, and don't tell the elf. Sure, she's already been, you know, training herself to bear weight with this backpack the whole time. I didn't mean to do that. Sure. We'll just say that was intentional. Got him. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, what? I did not mean to do any of that. Or that either. What? Not what I wanted. I forgot what I have to do here. I don't need to care about that at all. Wait, there's another switch though, right? Or is there not? There is not. I just needed to be close to the door. Okay, I think this is where I need him to help out. Yep. Alright, what do we need to do here? Should I launch him? Should I not launch him? I guess that's fine. Oh, well, that's not fine. I expected him to launch himself, and he didn't. Oh, come on, really? Yeah, get bonked, nerd. There's spikes up there. Whoa, how did I... Well, how did I manage any of that? Because I didn't intend for any of that to happen. What? Oh, that would have been great if I actually stomped on it. That did launch Theo, though. Oh, come on, really? I thought I might have jumped early enough. That is the second time that has happened. Go. Do I remember? Oh, yeah, we need to... Well, no, I didn't want to toss him. I forgot you have to hold down if you don't want to toss him, right? Oh, crap. Yeah, we're just gonna redo that one. That's a really bad place for him to be, because then he... Oh, you know what? I got the monster, too, so you know what? Worth it. Oh, jeez. Alright, this is the one that always gets me confused. Alright, that's fine. Except it's not fine. I pressed down. I wanted to eat that dash. Oh, hey, Zenobite. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not sure I'm ever going to be interested in playing that series. Wow, that yeets him all the way back, even if I, like, try to dash while it's still over here? Oh, no. Okay, as long as it hasn't started moving at all yet, then it's fine. Nope, not good. I feel like that's probably, like, I feel like I've seen that kind of sale of that series at least once before. But yeah, I mean, like, it's very possible that I've only ever tried playing the worst game in the series. Whoa, he just saved me. Nice. I'll take it. Did he just get crushed by the platform, too? Yeah, this hallway is super trippy. Oh, hello? I wanted you to get thrown. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2033, and probably non-redux. Okay. I mean, honestly, I'm relieved that the last room didn't pose too much of an issue. Also, yeah, big mood at Madeline's face while holding Thea. Like, come on, he was out of the crystal. He should have been able to walk then, but I guess he probably got knocked out by that big explosion or whatever. It is impossible to outrun your own reflection. They are telling us that for a reason. And remember the feather from before? Because we're going to see more feathers now. Oh, we actually have a choice. I forgot there were choices. How long was I out for? Oh wait, we're determining what Theo asks. What's really going on here? She did think she dreamt it. That was supposed to be a dream sequence, hence dream blocks. Yeah, Theo, she's awfully lucky that Theo is like the most stand-up possible guy to be on this mountain with her. You know, given the whole breathing exercise thing earlier. Oh, we can actually still ask how long was I out for. You and the feather don't get along. Yeah, I thought this is where he brings up his sister again. Any soul-destroying day job. Yeah, real talk. That's why I actually got reached out to over the weekend by the now CEO, then COO of a consulting company that I worked for yeah, I left there 10 years ago. And apparently she's trying to build a team for a new big complex project, and I would not leave the job I currently have for anything, pretty much. Like, the job I currently have is a large part of the reason I'm still sane, given the general state of the tech industry hellscape in 2026. It's It's really one of the few good places I would imagine there are at this point. So yeah, I can imagine many a corporate disaster, as Theo just alluded to. Oh, I mean, isn't that everybody's brain? I mean, maybe to a lesser degree than what Madeline's going through. This is literally anybody with a moral compass in 2026. Started a new job in Seattle, then decided to hop the bus to Canada. I mean, I think a lot of people probably would have liked to do that in 2025. Although, I think Canada isn't all that great shakes now either, given who's running that place. And how complicity seems in all of the crap that we're doing that nobody wants it. Well, half of us don't want us to be doing. Unfortunately, half of the population of America are a bunch of the U.S. are a bunch of racist shitheads. That sucks, yeah. Right, and that's another reason why Madeline reminds him of Alex. Catch up here. Ammon's saying the company they worked for fell short recently and let a lot of people go. So I was in that boat in 2023. The reason I was unemployed for 9 months was because that was the first time and only time I ever worked at a seed startup. I never thought I would ever do that, but I have to give credit to somebody I knew a couple of jobs before that for connecting me, and it turned out that, like, actually I had the experience that they needed to build what they wanted. But by the time that, that shut down because, you know, the market did not shake out the way they expected it to be. Partially they were hoping to, you know, I hate to use the word capitalize, but they were hoping to serve a market that was growing a lot because of, like, stay-at-home, you know, because of all of the isolating in place, because sheltering in place due to COVID, but because everything just rushed back to normal. Hint, hint, it's not actually normal at all. COVID still exists, but we're just gonna pretend it doesn't. And then we're gonna wonder why there's nobody around to work anymore, because everybody's either always sick or actually fucking dead. Because, surprise, you can't, just because you want to believe COVID doesn't exist, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. But anyway, that's beside the point. That startup did not work out. So I looked around at that point and everything was already starting to go in the direction of Gen AI bullshit, and I wanted nothing to do with that. I literally, like, got started in an interview process with a company that right after I sent in my application, they posted about starting to pursue AI bullshit, and I was like, actually, I don't want that. So another reason why I'm very grateful and feel very lucky to work where I do, because they're not just foolishly pursuing AI bullshit everywhere. Because again, if you have any moral compass whatsoever, and have any idea at all of what you are doing in your profession, you want nothing to do with Gen AI bullshit. Unfortunately, we're finding out now the hard way just how many people are very easily misled by salespeople and clueless white dude bros who promise that shit works that cannot possibly work by definition. I don't know what you mean by weirdly funny, but I have at least been happy to see OpenAI exploding in various different directions. They've canceled at least 3 things now, I think. So yeah, I can only hope that the bubble is ready to burst, but I've always been hoping for that. Oh, absolutely. If you're talking about, like, the people relying on Gen AI, yeah, they're not going to learn. And, like, there are studies that show that it actually, like, it's bad for your existing knowledge because you're no longer practicing that knowledge. Twisted defense mechanism. Or, like, take a bath. Very short vacation.
Oh yeah, the CLUD code leak was the other hilarious thing that happened recently. And then they very clearly rushed to announce their next thing, and they're like, we're not showing anybody this because we don't think that people can handle it, and we think it would be dangerous, or I don't know what their excuses are. I was like, but trust us, it works. Yeah, just like every other thing that is wrong 99% of the time works. Right, sure. That's the whole problem, is all these things are like, you know, trust us, bro, it works. When, like, the thing that they're telling you it can do, it by definition can't do. That's not what those things do. All they can do is generate plausible sounding bullshit. That's the only thing that they are actually useful for. I'll tell you, the particular thing that I am very amused by and relieved by, and actually I should check whether the prices are still lower, is that RAM prices fell when, after OpenAI, like, canceled a bunch of their, like, data center plans. So they're like, oh, turns out we don't need all of this RAM. But yeah, I am very, very not happy about, like, medical practices using LLMs for literally anything. Alright, feather time. Prepare for really dope music, evolution. Ah, saved it. Well, that's not what you expected, is it? Emperor Aurora? Yep, that's how the new thing that Anthropic announced went. Yep. Uh-oh, she's leaving the frame again. Oh, we're doing it again. Oh, I'm holding the button. The amount of, like, I don't know whether to call it fourth wall breaking or not, but, like, battling breaking out of her dialogue box, and then the frickin' map marker getting chucked. It's been a really long time. Like, It's already been a long time since I last played this, but it's been even longer since I played it with the cutscenes, so... Nope. It's time for this guy. This is Kevin, right? Wasn't that his name? Am I actually going that way, or am I going this way? I forgot. Definitely not going that way. No, wait, we're probably going up with him. Or, you know, I could just do that. Oh, it actually put me back over here. Yeah, so what we need to do is get him to send us up. Oh, I was expecting to need to dash for that, and I didn't need to dash for that. Wait, what was I supposed to do there? Oh, there was another cabin that I completely ignored. Oh, that's not gonna work. Nope! Also, well, I was gonna say you can use the analog stick with this, and then I promptly died trying to do it that way. Right, that's also not what I should be doing. I'm pretty sure there is, like, a way to shortcut that, but I have not learned that. There we go. Oops. Cut it a little too close. Oh, right. My favorite feature of this game is that if you enter a certain name, then you get, Covert Muffin laughing instead of Kevin's normal sound. Aren't we just supposed to go to the right in this area? Like, up there? Yeah, this is where I should do the infinite climbing. I need to climb on top of him, right? And then... Oh, no, that was wrong. I'll just be here. I hope this holds. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, a couple of times when I did... I forget if I did a run on stream using that name. I definitely skipped something there that I should not have skipped. Oh, right. You're over here. This is the one that I have to maneuver a little bit. Oh, well, yep. Need to actually time that one. Oh yeah, that is actually the name you have to give the file, right? Oh, okay. I'm glad he didn't crash into the wall. Like, with me. Ah yes, bumpers. Definitely my worst enemy of non-farewell Celeste. Incidentally, my worst enemy of farewell is also, like, sort of bumper adjacent. Oh, too far to the right. Oh, come on. I should have gone upright with it. Actually. Yep, there you go. There was probably an easier way to do that. Oh, yeah, and now for the worst room. Nope, we're fine. Oh, come on. Right, you have to dash into it. I'm surprised. I did not expect it to give me that. I was expecting to die there. There, that was much easier that time, the way that I routed the second one. Yeah, I need to be going that way, actually. Do that, and then... Nice of that wall to be breakable. Probably need to bounce forward to the right. Whoops. Are you really expected to get that dash refill? Kinda seems more out of the way than it's worth. Yeah, just do that. Who needs the dash refill? Okay, sure. Bird noises. Granny gets around. And yes, the pufferfish is 100% what I was referring to. In Farewell. Throw on the towel. I did back in the hotel. We literally put the towels away. I mean, well, she was putting on a good act of being scared earlier. Pufferfish and you came to a mutual understanding. It only took over 20k deaths. I'm gonna have to try to find my old save file. I don't know how many deaths it took me to get through Farewell. The one thing I will say about Farewell is, like, I learned afterwards that apparently they made a conscious decision to only lock Farewell behind the B-sides and not the C-sides, because they wanted more people to be able to access it. But, like, the further end of Farewell is definitely harder than any of the C-sides, and I honestly think I probably would have enjoyed it more if I had done the C-sides first, because I went back and did the C-sides and I was like, oh, that was like nothing. Okay. Should we try to go to the thing up here? I know there's a thing up here. And I know I got to it once. But it definitely requires knowing stuff that the game only actually teaches you in B-sides and maybe even C-sides. But I don't even remember how to do it now. That might work. I know there was actually a thing, and like the first time I played this, I assumed that I needed some kind of progression and then I would come back here, but that's not a thing. That looked like it should have been good. Does that not actually work? Do I actually forget how this works? I might actually forget how this works. If I need a reverse tech? Wait, for this? Really? If that's the case, then I do not remember it. Oh. Do I actually need to do, like, multiple wall bounces, or am I just not getting high enough? I'm not sure if I'm just, like, slightly falling short. Oh, well, I might not remember how to do this. I know I've done it, though. Let's move on. At this rate, I'm not starting Wizardom at 8 o'clock, because we're still going with this. I forgot how much dialogue there was after Mirror Temple. Alright, so this fall through is easy. The next one, I don't trust myself to do. Of course, then the problem is I forget which way I'm supposed to be going. Yeah, I thought it was this way. Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing that one either. Oh, but it actually... Did it actually death warp me? Oh, it death warped me to right where I was. Okay. Let's actually go around now. Because, like, those feel like they require muscle memory. And I never developed the muscle memory for that. I shouldn't have freaking done that. All I had to do was not be greedy. I just ate spikes for no reason. She did the eye glint thing. Really? Pretty sure coming close to you is how I progress. Lasers. Hey, both games I've played today so far have lasers in them.
Ow! It's always the follow-up that gets me. Nope. Oh, oops. Also, yeah, the music in this is freaking rad. Nope, nope. I gotta time it with the brakes. Oh, I didn't have a dash. I thought I landed there. Always the follow-up. I thought I died. I shouldn't have hesitated. I would have been fine. I meant to do it straight up. Well, I got vaporized that time. Again, I didn't actually land. Nope. I kind of like stopped following. Oh, wow. I keep doing that. I'm expecting it to turn around quicker. Oh boy. That was a save. Oh, I forgot there's spikes there. Yeah, kind of important. There's also the laser, though. I need to keep jumping. I did not land. Oh, come on. It singed my hair, but I'm apparently okay. I shouldn't have been that far right. Oh, what?
I somehow didn't die yet. Wow, alright. Oh yeah, the music gets really trippy here. Oop. Oh, okay. That works. What? I expected to die again. Oh. God damn it. I don't know how that didn't get me. I almost got point blank. Oh, I should have grabbed. I should wait to ride this thing up. If you could time your shots better, that would be great. I apparently dashed a slight bit late. Oh, right. I forget that the timing of that tends to be unfortunate. Again. She just really couldn't take it when we bounced off of a spring in particular and blasted her in the face. Oh, did I accidentally skip something? Level up. And then they have, like, a different arrangement of the music, too. Oh, I mostly screwed that up.
Oh, look who it is. An adorable goth Madeline. Yeah, and whose fault was that? It's almost like she knew all of this was happening. Wouldn't you think the bag would have, like, climbing equipment and, you know, water and stuff that you would need? Yeah, I died a lot in that. But that's to be expected. Still probably a lot less than I died the first time I played this. Okay, we've got the summit to do. I guess I'll update my stream title, because obviously we're not playing Wizardom yet, but we will be in short order. But let me take one more break, and then we'll do Summit. And we'll finish up Celeste when we get back. Okay. Time to sum it all up on the Summit. But this really does kind of constitute a sort of revisit of everything, or recap of everything. And this music is also brilliant. Okay, what are we doing here? I gotta remember I can dash twice now. Shouldn't have done that. I'm pretty sure there is a way to do that. Yeah, like that. What am I doing? I need to remember I can dash twice. Yeah, I actually don't want to do that. Except I do need that to reset my dashes. And every area is punctuated, whoopsie, by a little ping-pong segment with Battling. And so now we've got some of the instrumentation from the first level, Forsaken City. What? Whoops. Oh, whoops. There's spikes there. Yeah, don't do that. Do that instead. Why am I doing this? Well, we got an extra strawberry. Alright. I feel like I should point out something, like, ridiculously sneaky that this level does. Because, if I recall correctly... Oh, it's probably off to the right? Yup! That was one of the last berries I ever frickin' found in this game. Because it's right, it's practically after the end of that part. Nope, too low. So now the arpeggio that you hear here is like what you always hear in the, the old site. Oh my god, dude. All I had to do was dash up twice. Or even once. I was doing a whole lot of dream jumps there, which is not required tech at all for A-side. It's kind of funny how, like, once you have the forbidden knowledge of B and C sides, you might end up actually making shit harder on yourself when you replay the A side. Oh, okay. The stuff on the top there is optional, I believe. Oh no, this is optional. Never mind, I'm wrong. Well, we got an extra berry because I forgot the direction I should be going. What it is I think you can take either one of these sides. Oh, well, I overdid it. Can we go to the other side? Because I might remember the other side better. I'm surprised that didn't clobber me. Yeah, I remember this side. Doesn't mean I'm going to be good at it, but... Oh, shouldn't have done that. Well... There was probably a berry up there too, because that looked like a breakable block. Alright, time for Dust Bunny Central again. Why am I going this way? This is just a berry. Oh, I almost got it. Alright, no, we're not going for... I'm not intentionally going for that berry. Whoopsie. Yeah, I'll probably die a bunch in this section. whoops. I thought I got the wall bounce and I didn't. Wall bounce is also not necessary at all in A-sides. That is something that you get taught in... I forget which B-side. I think it's one of the early ones. Oh yeah, one of my least favorite rooms. This always messes with my head. Oh. I thought I waited long enough. If I had done that slightly sooner, I would have been fine. Shouldn't have done that. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, I'm not ready for the advanced tempo of these guys. Really? One time I'm expecting it to be fast. Yep, shouldn't have done it. I don't think you even need to get this switch. Oh my god. How about just don't faceplant directly into it? Nope, that's not gonna work. Nope. Oh, what am I doing? Shouldn't be using dashes that early. Oh, if I had done a forward dash, that probably would have been fine. I'm rushing it, and my timing is just slightly off. Like, I would probably be taking way fewer deaths if I didn't rush things. Like that. I knew not to do that, and I did it anyway. Oh, there's a thing here. Yeah, we're not getting that, but it's there. Oh! Yeah, I should have used the other dash. Oh, I thought I still had enough. Wait. Really? Again, I'm rushing things. Or I'm trying to do fancy shit that I really don't need to be doing. I kind of like got confused which one was her and which one was me for a second there. I need to land there. Oh, come on. That doesn't actually work, does it? You actually have to... I was thinking you didn't need the wall, but I guess you do. Oh my god, dude. Every single possible mistake I can make. This is how Celeste works. It's like you think you learned a thing, well, you're gonna screw up the next thing, and you need to learn that one. There we go. But I really am being too impatient. Half of my deaths here are attributable to that. Yeah, like, that one's kind of the reason that he is the way he is now. Oh, what am I doing? Prepare for wind things. And now we've got double dash, so they're expecting us to use it. I was gonna say, isn't it time for snowballs? It is time for snowballs. Oh. This might be the other toughest room, involving this set of levels. That was not correct. I do need the other platform the whole way through, don't I? Oh. Not what I meant to do. Oh, right, you need to guide it first. Because you can only guide it from the side that's got the color thing on it. Okay, fine, so I overachieved, so kill me. Then you need to double dash over there. Okay. But, like, that's the thing. This game is really good at, like, having learnable mistakes. And that is, like, a very big part of what makes this game as good as it is. I need to do a dash to align myself correctly. That works. Oh yeah, I do not care. Where am I? Wait, I'm not supposed to be here. Actually, hang on a second. What the heck's up here? I don't think I need to be there either. Wait, where am I supposed to be though? On the right side? Yep. Oh. I would have been home free. If I had just done an upright dash instead of right dash before, I think. Well. Stop trying to be fancy. Just do the thing that you're expected to do for an A side. Oh, I thought I could make that. Nope. Again, I'm trying to be fancy, though. Let's do that. Actually gives you a lot of freebies. You just get to like immediately catch your choice. Alright, time for Mirror Temple. I forget. I feel like something is telling me there's like a secret to the, like, the top left or something at the beginning of this. Oh, come on. It's funny the bits and pieces that I end up remembering. Well, that's probably not gonna work. That's better. Ah, yes, it's the stop dunking yourself room. Really dancing around the issue here. I forget what we have to do here. So we're supposed to go down and then up, I guess, but like... Oh, yeah, because you have to go... I feel like I remember there being, like, there's ways to get around this so that you don't have to do it. But I don't remember what they are. I don't remember if I ever did them. Oh, what am I doing, dude? Alright, stop rushing it. And stop trying to do excessively tricky things. The quest to find the... Oh, is that in this level? I forgot if that was in this or if that was in Reflection. Actually. But no, it makes sense. That's in this because it has to do with the recapping of the 6 levels. Right. Good job, idiot. Okay, yeah, I do keep the key. Actually, I forget. Can I hold 2 keys at once? It's probably a terrible idea anyway. Why did I do that? It's like, no, actually, I long for the embrace of death. Oh, wait, that one's just a berry. I didn't even need to have... I didn't even just do that. What the hell am I doing? Like, the door's just here. I can just... You can just leave. That's not right. People running farewell with 5 keys in tow? Alright, well, yeah, I guess that answers that quest. What? I clipped the corner? Wow. Forgot what I was doing. Why am I doing that, dude? Just dash straight. No, not like that. I still made that harder than it had to be. I feel like I remember there being like, there's a way to skip a dash or something on one of those switches. Or a dash refill, maybe. But it's like extremely minimal reward for high risk. Oh, alright, yeah, stop doing fancy bullcrap. Okay. What am I supposed to do here? I forget. Dash into it.
I never submitted a run. I tried a few, like, offline runs just to see where I would get, but I never really sat down to fully learn more than, like, the first, I want to say 3 stages? And I mentioned earlier that I never got consistent at the frickin' Dust Bunny clip or whatever. I tried it a few times now, but, like, I'm not even sure if I remember the setup quite correctly. The demo dash, yep. I fucked that up. Alright, time for the actual climb. I need to stop doing fancy bullshit, though. I'm never gonna stop doing fancy bullshit that I would be better off not doing. Oh, this is where you cash in the gems, right? Oh no, maybe? At any rate, that's where the heart is. Oh yeah, it's right down here, you can see it. I was looking at the top, not the bottom. I forgot that the gems are shown on the bottom. It's seriously, like, almost a curse that, like, once you learn new tech in the B and C sides, you're going to remember it and you're going to try to use it in places you never would have tried to use it when you first played the A sides and didn't know about it. Like that. Just do that. Just think in terms of simple dashes. Actually, like, didn't notice that there was a platform there. I should have just landed somewhere. There we go. Please tell me I have enough energy. I do. I shouldn't be up here. Like, I'm not really going for berries, so if I see a berry, I know I've done something harder than I needed to. That isn't to say I haven't gotten a few in this playthrough. Should not have done that. Oh, shouldn't have done that either. What am I doing here? Yeah, so all you're supposed to do in, like, basic moveset logic is that, cling to each of the walls. Oh yeah, I guess this is actually the fun part where you actually go more up than usual. I shouldn't have done 2 dashes there. I'm surprised it gave me that. Oh, okay, we got it. Barely. Managed to get that section down pat, and then just launch myself into a spike, and then immediately following. Punished for overachieving again. Yeah, there are multiple endings depending on how many you get. I actually have I haven't fully explored that. I'm pretty sure... I don't know if there's a distinction between 0 and very few. So I guess we'll find out what the heck I get, and I'll see if I recognize it. I'm assuming it's going to be the same one that I remember seeing when I did try to, like, do the game moderately fast. Wow, I just totally jumped the gun on that. But also, well, yeah, it's only the berries that count towards it, right? It's not time-related at all. Oh, wait, I needed to do a single diagonal there. Oops. Didn't catch on quick enough. You've got one shot to make that, and one shot to plant your face in spikes. But that's a disappearing cloud. Oh, I kind of lollygagged on that. It's okay, I think. There we go. The wind is also helping your jump height there, so... Hey, remember feathers? We got more feathers. Do I remember where I'm going? Not really. I almost got up to the second cloud. I don't think this is where I'm going. I don't remember where I'm going. That is where I'm going. I'm overthinking it. What am I thinking of if it wasn't that? I swear okay, we've had an instance of I thought I pressed diagonal, but the game gave me not diagonal. We needed to have that happen at least once. And this is where the game lets you see the summit from the binoculars there. I haven't been using the binoculars at all. But the binoculars basically let you pan around a bit. I probably sunk myself when I used that dash that way. Yeah, do that. We're almost there. Whoa! Yep, I did a direction not the way I had intended there. Oh. Oh, wow. You can't go back to... I was like, I'm just gonna go and redo that. And no, the game's like, no, you won't. Oh, shit. Although I can understand they want to make it so that it doesn't take forever for you to fall if you mess up later. This isn't even one of the hard parts. What the heck am I doing? Ah, should have made that diagonal. I forgot how many dashes I had. Right, I'm supposed to... Yeah, I climbed up 1 pixel. I was like, I should be dead now. Yeah, do that, then do that. Then do that. Here we go. And now the music starts fading out as we approach the summit. One last bit of, sound design detail. And we did it. thought I pressed the stop button. We actually did it. Thanks for the GG. See, what I can't believe, Battling, is that it took me almost 3 hours on the game clock. And on my own clock, really. Somehow my own clock is like 3 minutes higher? Probably menu time. Yeah, I know, but it's cramped in there. Alright, Nepalog is a separate spot on the map. So, you know, only took more than twice as long as my fastest attempts. But we were also watching everything. Alright, and this also gives you a whole bunch of clips of them returning. Yeah, like, the whole, like, dialogue and plot of the game is itself an entire experience in its own right on top of the game. And, like, certainly, you know, I mentioned before how with both Assault Android Cactus and Celeste, both of them are examples where, like, all of the components of the game are just top tier. Wait, Moonberry? Is Moonberry the thing where you have to, like, never die, or am I thinking of something else? Oh, wait, no. Moonberry is a specific berry, right? That's like an Easter egg, almost. I forget if I ever got that. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of, like, the golden berry, but, like, I forget, isn't there, like, is there a variation of golden berry that's across the entire game? Or is it only per level? Oh, Moonberry's in Farewell. I forgot that it was in Farewell, actually. I was thinking it was in, like... Where the hell was I thinking it was at? Yeah, no, it being in Farewell actually makes sense. I just haven't thought about it in a while. Gold is only per level? Okay. But there's a single gold berry for all of Farewell, though, right? That's probably what I'm thinking of, that I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm never doing that. I mean, I don't think I've ever done any golden berries. I'm thinking I might have done one. But yeah, Farewell is basically the size of, like, several levels of base Celeste. So that basically is a marathon golden berry. And there's a special golden berry room at the end. I will definitely never see that. I know people put in many, many, many hours to get that. Originally, I wanted to think about, like, playing more custom mods for Celeste. Like, obviously, I played the first 2 lobbies of Strawberry Jam, which were amazing. But I felt like it was, like, pushing to the limits of what I felt my ability was by the time I cleared the heart side of the second lobby. Oh, right, and okay, this actually flows right into the epilogue. Also, I underestimated on how much longer it would take to clear Celeste, so it's almost 9 p.m. here, and then we'll be starting, Resortum. Wait, how the heck did he make it? A little bird. I don't know, that bird looks more than half your size, dude. I wouldn't call it little. Yeah, about that. So, I'm fairly certain I did get all of the berries back when I first played this. Like, probably not all initially. I think I went back for some of them. Yeah, I'm expecting this to be, like, still, like, the bottom tier. Yeah. Pretty sure this is the same. Yeah, I got 7. I don't know what the threshold is for getting better than the lowest tier, but that I'm pretty sure that's still the same ending you get with like 0. Or yeah, I've certainly I'm almost certain I've cleared it with 1 before. All right, but yeah, of course that's not actually the end of the game because after that you have core. We're not gonna do that though. We're gonna call it here at the end of the at the epilogue, basically. Like, that is literally what this is. It even says epilogue right there. But yeah, there you go, Celeste. And like I said before, I never thought I would play through a precision platformer, but I played all of base Celeste for roughly, well, base, like, the game as released, including Farewell, for roughly 40 hours. A, B, and C sides, all berries, and Farewell. And then I played Strawberry Jam, just the first 2 lobbies, for 60 hours. That's how long that took me. And some of that wasn't jumping and failing. Some of that was puzzle solving, because there are a few very clever maps in that. But yeah, Celeste is an amazing game, and there are tons of custom levels for it. On, I think, isn't Game Banana where a lot of those levels are? Oh, you also did specifically the first 2? Yeah, I couldn't see pushing myself further than that. But, like, yeah, I immediately, like, thought to myself, like, I could see myself basically doing the same thing I did with Better Quake Than Never, where I basically spent 3 years playing nothing but community Quake packs for 3 years on the weekends. I figure I could easily do that with Celeste, but I would have to be very careful in terms of, like, what difficulty things are that I'm picking. But I know there's... Strawberry Jam wasn't the first jam like that either, right? So, like, I think there was at least one prior to that that had the same kind of concept of multiple lobbies. You did maybe a quarter of Advanced, but noped out. I forget if I looked at the training of Advanced and was like, yeah, no. I might not have even gotten that far, though. I think I remember distinctly, like, getting a sense of how far Heartside of the previous lobby had pushed me, and I was like, yeah, this feels like my limit. Yeah, the 2020 Spring collab. I have seen, like, I saw Shoujo playing some of the upper, like, probably the highest lobbies, levels, and I was like, yeah, no, I would never play this. But, I mean, That's the thing, is the skill ceiling is extremely high with the kind of mechanics that you can get away with in this game. But you can also set the bar really low. And the base game does a really good job with that. And the framing of "you can do this" right at the beginning is extremely important.